Hey everyone, this is Deanne Castro, Creative Memories Independent Advisor, Bakersfield, California, and I'm here to show you another border that I created, and I'm so excited about it. This one is with the Paw Print Punch, and it's also with the Fur Baby Dog paper pack that has just come out. See that right there? I'll show it to you better in a minute. So, but I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you. It came out so cute, and you guys probably aren't going to wait to try it yourself. So, let's get started. Let's go over here. And isn't this cute? Isn't this just adorable? I love this border. I thought it came out so fun. So, let me show you how I made it. Okay. So, the first thing I did was I punched out 5 punches out of this paw print punch. Now, this particular punch was out a few years ago, and then it's come back out recently in the last week or two, and it's sold out. But you can still order it from your advisor or on your advisor's website until Friday, this Friday, June 30th. It's a pre-order. What Creative Memories is doing is that since they sold out, they didn't want to just do a blanket order of a bunch of them extras that they may not sell. So they're taking pre-orders and they're closing it on Friday. And once they have all of those numbers of those that are ordered, that's what they're going to order. And they will be available in the fall. So they'll come out and they'll ship them to you, or your advisor can get them for you um, in the next order once they come out. So if you want one of these, which I know after I've showed it to you how cute it is on this border, you're gonna want one, and make sure you get it ordered by Friday, this Friday, and we'll go from there. So I went ahead for the sake of time and I punched 4 of these already. So I'm just gonna punch one more. Oh, and here's the paper pack. Fur Baby Dog. We have the stickers, we have embellishments, we have this paper pack. Um, Actually, the embellishments have sold out, but I'm sure you can get one from your advisor. I'm sure she probably ordered extras because they were fairly inexpensive and they were going very quickly. So then I took some brown cardstock, and I know it's in this stack here somewhere, and just punched out these punches. So I'm going to punch one more so that we have 5. Okay, and there. So we've got 5 out of that brown cardstock. So then there's an assortment of papers that I used for the background behind these. So I actually took one of these paw prints and I put it on some cardstock. I actually put it on a tangerine piece of cardstock and I traced it out. So I just put it on the cardstock and kind of traced around it so that it would show through, let's see, part of it, all of it on the one side here. There we go. So all of it on the one side here. And then I wanted to do half of this one here. So then that way, as I did all the colors, this one paw print that was adjoining them would be 2 different colors so that they would kind of blend together. Okay. So, and then I kind of turned them upside down and just kind of put them on there. Okay. So I'm going to use my repositionable adhesive and put this on top of this one. And I tried to match up that hole as good as I could. So see how that hole matches up, just like that. And then I just did that with all 5 of them. So this one's going to be upside down on this side. And then I'm going to match up this hole as close as I can. And kind of spread it out a little bit just so that it's not going to be completely straight across, but it'll be close. Okay, so now this one's going to go upright. Match up that little paw print area there. Okay, and then I'm going to take the last one and do the same thing. This one's going to be upside down. Okay, so then I have these paw prints. I'm going to turn this around. So the two on the end are down, not upside down. Okay, then I took my little template here and I drew on the paper with just any old pen because as long as I can see the color to cut it, this may be hard. This dark blue is going to be hard using a light blue pen. But this doesn't have to be exact, okay? Because this piece is actually a little bit smaller than the paw print because we've got the pretty thick edge on here. So this can be smaller, but just not too small so that you don't have holes in paws, okay? And then I just fussy cut it out. Didn't have to really do anything, um, stay in the lines or anything like that because the edges aren't going to show. And it doesn't come out exact. I still had to do a little bit of fussy cutting as I went around to put them actually on the paw prints, but you kind of get the idea. Okay, I'm going to just finish this up right here. Okay, then I just kind of put the colors in the order that I wanted. So I have that one, and then I have this one, and then I have this one, and this one, and then this one on the end. Okay, so then I just turned it over, use the repositionable adhesive on all of this. Okay, and any that I got on my little mat here, I'm just going to rub off so other things don't end up sticking to it. Okay, and then I'm going to start putting the colors on it. So here I'm going to put this one here. Move it around a little bit so it doesn't show as much. Okay, and this is sticking out a little bit, so I think I'm going to cut just the edge off of this. There we go. Okay, and then the next piece, down a little bit. So see how there's just the half color there on the paw? Okay, Now the next one, slide this under here. And a little bit. And there again, I'm going to have to just cut a little bit off the edges here. So it's not an exact science, but you guys get the idea. This one's going to show through here, so I need to cut this a little bit. Hey, did that make sense to you guys? If not, feel free to message me. Um, Wasn't that cute? I just love it. I think it is so fun. You can use this with all kinds of different colors. Okay, and but the key is to just make sure you move this around a little bit here. Make a little bit of a template the first time and then trace around it, and then you've pretty much got the right size. Okay, I moved this, so I need to fix it. All right, now we can build the rest of the border. So this piece right underneath here, pull out that paper. I put it. Okay, I'm forever losing things here. Here it is. It was the back side of that one. Okay, so this piece, this striped piece right here, is 6.5 by 1 3/4. So we'll pull out the trimmer here and we'll do a 1 3/4 piece. Okay, and then we're going to trim this to 6.5. So we have that piece. And we have the brown dog print paper. That one is 6 3/4 by 2 inches. So we'll put this in here for 2 inches. Cut it in for 6 3/4. And we have that piece. Then we have, there's just a little sliver of the brown, the dark brown paw print. It's just an 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just gonna, well, I take that back. I think it might be 1/4 of an inch. Let me measure it. It's just under 1/4 of an inch. So you can do 1/4 of an inch, you can do just under 1/4 of an inch. But on this trimmer, this is cutting on this very first dotted print line right here. The next line over is 1/8 of an inch. And then the end of this gray mat is 1/4 of an inch. So I'm not going to put it all the way quite to the 1/4, just going to be in between. Trim a piece here for full 12 inches. Okay. And then the Puppy Love paper here is 2 1/4 by 12. So see, I'm only going up 1/4 of an inch on all these different pieces. So this is 2 1/4 by 12. And the next piece is 2 1/2 by 12. Now for this particular one, I want to use different blade just to give it a little different look. So I'm going to use the scallop blade. Now this particular blade, it doesn't have an even pattern on it. If you cut this, you'll have like a wave cut on it, but then the other side will look like this. So let's see on this piece right here, this is the wave that's kind of a concave look cut that I want. But when I cut it out on this particular one, this one ended up with the scallop on going up around instead of down and around, it goes up and around. You guys see that? That makes sense? So you have to be careful when you cut these to make it the right way. So I'm going to put this in and I'm going to have the scallop facing to my left. Let me make sure that's right. Nope. Because that will cut that way. So I'm going to turn it around. It's facing to my right. Okay. I want to cut this piece off first. I'm putting my straight blade back in. And I'm just going to take 1/8 of an inch off this piece right here. Just to get the straight line on it. Okay, now I'm going to save that because I'm actually going to use it. Typically, I throw those away. Those just are too small for me to use, but I'm going to actually use it this time. All right, so I'm going to switch back to the scallop blade, and I'm going to look at it to make sure I get the cut that I want that way. So the scallop boarding is to the right. So I'm going to cut just one little piece, 1/8 of an inch off here to get that cut that I want. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it around. So see how I've got the cut that way that I want with it going down and in? When I turn it around and cut it, this is going to be at 2 1/2 inches. It's going to give me the same cut on the other end that I'm looking for. Okay, so now both sides, put this up against the brown so you can see it. both sides are cut the way I want it to be. Okay, so I'm done with that piece, and we can start putting this border together. So I'm going to start from the top. So I'm going to put this on this one. And I'm using the regular tape runner on this. I'm going to center it on here as close as I can. Okay. Then I'm going to put the in between an eighth and a quarter round piece on this one, and I'm going to center it down the middle. I can put repositionable tape on this to make sure if I get it a little crooked, I can easily remove it and center it back on there. Okay, so I'm going to eyeball it, just kind of put it right down the center. Okay, and then I'm going to take this little piece and I'm going to put it on top of the brown piece. Let's do it. So it's just going to give it a little pop of color down that brown piece. And then it's going to blend in with the bottom piece that I'm going to put on there. And I'm just going to put this right down the middle. All right, now I can put this on the top. And I kind of want this in the center, so I didn't bring my mat in here with me. So I'm going to use my zero centering ruler. Put this right here. And put the adhesive on the back of this. And right about there is the middle. So here we go. So about 1, 2, 1, 2, and just over. Okay, and I need to center this on here. Okay, almost done. So now I'm going to take my paw prints. I need to cut around this just a little bit here. And they're going to go right in the middle of this. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that cute? Oh, I just love it. Just love it. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate that you're watching my videos. If you like them, please go back and click like and go ahead and uh, subscribe to my channel. Oh, and I had said last week that if I've hit 250 subscribers that I would do a drawing. I did that. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. So next week, I'm going to have a few prizes. Those of you who have subscribed, I'm going to put your name in a hat and do a drawing. And I may just do it on a color wheel instead. That might be a little easier. and then I'll announce who the winners are, and then you guys will need to get a hold of me with your address, and I will go ahead and send you a really fun prize. So I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to that. But then I'll do the same thing when I reach 500. So please keep subscribing and keep liking my videos. Um, I'll put this up here. Remember to subscribe and click on the bell. That way, when you click on the bell, you'll get notification every time I come out with another video, which is usually about once a week. So, and if you don't have an advisor, please, please, if you do, do not buy from me. But if you don't happen to have an advisor, you can go onto my website and you can order this punch before Friday, and then it will be able to be shipped to you. Um, or you can just have me, um, you can pay me and have me order one, and then I can ship them out to you when they come in. So now my other border, what I did was I put it on top of this light brown dot, and I think it came out really cute. But I want to show you, you can do a different color. I really like the way this dark brown is here as well. Doesn't show a whole lot, but it does make the border pop. Okay, so I think I'm going to actually put it on this one. So I have a little bit of a contrast to show you guys on these borders. And I'm going to adhere this down. And we will be almost done with this border. Oh, this is upside down. I'm going to loosen this up and take this off because the wording is upside down, and I know you guys will notice that. So I'm going to put this one down on here. I already got that one done. So now that I know that the center on this one, on the original one, I'm going to put it right about the same spot. All right, and the border is done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your support. I just love doing this. I love showing you the borders that I come up with. And let me know what you think. If you make one yourself, um, let me know how it goes. You can send me a message. And you know what? You can probably also, let me write down my email address. Send me an email with a photo. My photo is Deanne CMC for Creative Memories a Consultant, the number 2 at yahoo.com. So feel free to send me an email, yancmc2 at yahoo.com. And you guys have a good rest of your day or good rest of your evening, however you're watching. And I will talk to you guys next week. All right. Thank you so much. I will talk to you later. Bye.